So, guys, here we are, Stoomboy, the Combat Companion. So, obviously, these shows are brought to you, as always, by Hardlife Fightwear. So, Hardlife Fightwear, absolute amazing fighter apparel that they offer. So, things like rash guards, shorts. They do the ranked rash guards, and they also do the country ones as well. So, Scotland, England, the Welsh one, and I can't remember if they did do an Irish one, but I'll definitely double check that. So now, obviously, the shows, as I said, as you see at the bottom, Hard Life Fight with the website, there is a discount code STOOM15, but obviously, I'm not the only one with a discount code. Mo's got a discount code. Hayley's got a discount code, and plenty of other people as well. So some we've already spoke to, and some we're going to speak to in the future. So definitely hit up Hard Life Fight. There's some amazing stuff that they do offer. Now, my guest today, then, so obviously going to be on the show, the power couple, the combat sports power couple. So Mo Coles, Carlson Gracie, and Hayley the Body Valentine, BST Academy. So obviously Mo's been around for years. I've known Mo since, again, way back in the day, like 2015 and so on, when I was on the scene competing. And obviously see Mo, I think Mo would have been about a blue belt at the time. I'm sure a blue belt,
Back
2015.
then, yeah.
And obviously that's around about the time I met obviously Mooch as well. So always seen Mo on the scene, and seen a lot of the stuff that he's doing. So absolutely fantastic grappler, 46-year-old and still out there fucking shit up, man. Do you know what I mean? Which is absolutely brilliant to see. So definitely out there doing it for us more mature grapplers. Hayley the Bloody Valentine. Hayley's one of these people that it's difficult for her to get fights because people are shit scared of her, man. Do you know what I mean? Like all these fuck it, is it still atom weight? You're still fighting at atom weight, yeah?
I am, yeah.
Man, where's all you atom weight fucking females, man? Because you're never anywhere to be seen. As soon as Hayley's name's mentioned, then but again, that was the same in her amateur career as well. Struggled because, as I said, Hayley's very, very tough. She doesn't mind fucking standing and banging with someone, taking it to the ground and so on. Our black eyes are legendary, absolutely legendary. So yeah, very, very, very tough fighter, very tough grappler as well. So listen, absolute pleasure to have the both of you on.
Thank you.
Thank
Always a
you.
pleasure. Always good to speak to you.
Yeah, so tell us about you guys then. So obviously back ADCC yesterday. So how was obviously we love ADCC. I mean, we love the rule set, the style of grappling and so on. But how was it for both of you guys?
Well, I only went to. I've worked the table and done some reffing to take that side in this one, and do a bit of coaching with the guys that did compete. So Hayley competed, and four of the other guys from the club all competed. 3 medals and a quarterfinals for the other guy. So,
Yeah.
Nice.
and that was in the same division as Shane Curtis. So that's a killer division anyway. And to get to the quarterfinals, it's fair play to someone who's not. It's Tom Mans. So like,
Oh,
it's an MMA guy trying it just to keep active, and going against killer black belts like Shane and everybody. So
yeah. Up against one of my teammates as well, Ross. Ross ended up in the final against Shane Curtis. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, that's who Tom lost to.
Yeah, so Ross is a blue belt, believe it or not. Been training for 3 years, just 3 years, but trains predominantly alongside Mark McQueen and like David Sharp, Jack Brown, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. So even though he's only 3 years in, as I said, he's doing all right. He's doing all right. And then as he went into the final with Shane Curtis, and I believe ended up in overtime and only lost for it was a takedown or something he lost by. So yeah, it did well. But it's a tough division, as you said, Mo. That's a very, very tough division.
It was like because I was coaching both sides. So like we had one guy, one literally on the other mat, and I was coaching Tom on the other mat. And yeah, it was a good scrap from both. And yeah, Tom, like it just fell short by a few points. But yeah, it was cracking divisions from both, to be fair. Hats off to him, like because Tom's doing like the catch wrestling worlds next week.
Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, a lot of the MMA fighters. I mean, Hayley, you'll know this yourself. I mean, to stay active, you've got to do something. You can't. You're not going to sit there waiting 6 months on a fight. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to be active, and something like ADCC, is I always say ADCC is as close to MMA as you're going to get without the punching and the kicking and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's that action point because like that first half, it's like it's just all go, just like no, and like for me, like I don't want to pull guard. I want to show that I can wrestle. So that times like we just go. If it goes wrong, like that scrambling situation will come in handy, which it did, to be fair.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it gives me a chance to show more action than just playing by points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. First 5 minutes as well. I mean, no points, not needing to worry about it. I mean, as you said, if you fuck up a position, you could easily just say, well, do you know what? I've got 5 minutes to that within that 5 minutes to recover before the points kicks in. So, which is
Yeah,
an awesome rule set. So,
and it did, didn't it? Like we wrestled, we got to the ground, and points kicked. It was like, right, okay, we'll just go for it still, no matter what. And we went into overtime, didn't we?
Attacking and attacking.
Yeah.
Halfway across the next map.
Yeah, just like we flew across to the other side. We just knocked everything out our way. It was good.
it wouldn't be a Hayley Valentine fucking matchup if there wasn't some kind of chaos happening.
Yeah, but it was a Hayley versus Hayley match because the other girl was named Hayley.
All right, okay.
So and that was good, like because we both do MMA and she does some boxing as well. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
It left Mark really, really confused. He walked over, was like Hayley, and they both went yes.
Yeah.
You know, Craig is like which Hayley?
Yeah. Just got a comment coming in. MMA Yoda. Miles Painter. Miles has done I think he's done a profile on you before, Hayley. So I call Miles the MMA Yoda because there is nothing that Miles does not know about MMA. Do you know what I mean? I can say to Miles, he does a lot of kind of across the pond. It's across the pond profile. So, and I can say to Miles, tell me about this match that happened in 2020 between these two people. How did it finish and when did it finish? And Miles will be like, it finished in round 1 by this specific submission. So Miles is my eyes, the MMA Yoda, knows everything. So, and then just saying again, a Sunday interview. Stoom is an animal, love it. I've done a lot of interviews over the last few days, so so I've been very, very busy. So, and it's been brilliant to have Miles. Miles has been jumping in on all the interviews with comments and stuff like that. And anytime I go wrong, Miles jumps in and corrects me and says, "This happens to him." So, so absolute pleasure to have Miles on. So, well, when are you up next then? So when are you competing next?
So I've got Grapple Wars against Gav Stewart, so the 10th Planet Bambi Black Belt.
Yeah.
So I've got a rematch on Grapple Wars.
That's October time, yeah?
October, yes.
November, yeah.
October, November, I think
end of 26th of October, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully going to get a couple of the competitions, no-gi ones in before that. You know me. If someone goes, we're on this event, this stage, you want to come along, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Never shy to jump on and just go, let's have some fun.
And you do say like, I've put my name forward for this. I'm like, what date does it clash with? And he just tells me like, we're going to do this. I'm like, okay, right, we'll sort some it.
Yeah. That's the thing I love about you, Mo. I mean, not just you, Mo, but obviously you as well, Hayley. I mean, you guys are not afraid to go in against anybody. I mean, they'll give you a name and you'll be like, yeah, fuck it. Are they the same weight as me? Or even if they're not the same weight, I mean, you're talking about obviously 10 kilo differences and stuff like that. So, but as long as it's a fight that you're going to have fun with and going to enjoy.
Definitely. So, yeah, never shy to have a challenge and give it my all. Yeah. You're going to have to work your ass off to beat me, and as long as I enjoy it, I don't care.
Yeah. In fact, Miles just coming in and saying he's actually not done a profile on you, Hayley. See what I mean? He's corrected me. I thought he'd done a profile. Oh, Miles. Hayley, what you? Hayley, you're 5-0 as an amateur, as a pro at the moment, yeah?
I am, like it's been a year since my last fight, so I'm still undefeated since was it 2023 in July?
Yeah.
And I've just been trying to be active, like you say, like waiting for something to come through. So like I'm trying to get everything sharpened, and especially jiu-jitsu, like you say, it just keeps me busy. But still giving it like I've got to talk to the coaches about it. Say, can I do this whilst I wait? Not just doing it when I need it like I used to, but I actually have to ask, like, look, just in case something does come up, then I can do something.
Yeah. So Miles, Hayley the bloody Valentine, man, get a profile done. I'd say Hayley's awesome. I'd say not just awesome MMA. And I said, Miles, people are terrified of this girl, man. Do you know what I mean? I know some men that are terrified of Hayley Valentine. So, so yeah, definitely got a profile done on
Yeah.
Hayley. So, and yeah, I mean, I remember we were talking, Hayley. There was a show going to happen, and I think it was November time as well in Scotland. And I remember saying to you, and you said, "Yeah, you need to speak to my coach." So
Oh
obviously,
yeah, 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 yeah.
so we went and spoke to the coach. But then there was going to be, were you going to be on Cassius as well at some point? The
There's
one that was
actually
going to,
There's talks of it,
there
wasn't
was
there?
talks, and unfortunately that fell through. I was really gutted. A lot of preparing. There was talks and little things finalising, but it just fell through.
yeah,
And this is what happens with me. I've had this happen a number of times. Like even this year, I've had fights say, like, look, we've got the deal, just wait for the contract. And it was a show in Bosnia, and the girl picked another opponent, which I'm not gonna like say bad things about it, but let's say they didn't want to have a very competitive fight against me, and I was really gutted, and it was for a title.
yeah.
But this is what happens to me quite a few times, and uh, it's the norm, but I don't want it to be the norm, you see, and it's just so annoying.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was going to say. I mean, obviously, how does it affect you? Because I know I've spoke to you a number of times about this, but how does it affect your mentality as a fighter? Because again, we know a lot of fighters that people are scared to step in against, or as you said, they'll look and say, right, okay, here's a couple of names. One of them's Hayley Valentine, and the other one might be somebody that's fucking 1 in 5. Do you know what I mean? So who are they going to go for? They're going to go for the easier route rather
And
than you.
yeah, and that's what happened. Like they gave names, and obviously the the matchmaker was saying like, oh yeah, this is gonna go through, and then they ended up that girl chose the easier one.
Yeah,
So if they're gonna have two options, obviously they're gonna pick the easier one. Um, but I had like in my mind that I was ready. But this is why like I train, and then I'm prepared for it. I train every time, just prepared for anything. Not cutting, but just maintaining till the day or close to the time. And it's just mentality to say like, look, a fight is coming, be ready,
yeah,
but always don't think it's going to fall through. So
yeah,
it's keeping that balance in the way, isn't it?
we keep prepared. So it's not like if they turn around and go, like it's happening in 3 weeks, we go, oh, we've got to push hard. So we're Haley's always training hard, keeping fit, not doing like a Paddy Pimbleton and getting massively overweight from your weight division, and then going, oh no, we've got to struggle. It's we keep active, we keep working, and keep prepared, and then when they go right, 3 weeks time, we can go, okay, fine tune it for this, and good to go.
yeah. But what's the ultimate goal for you, Haley? I mean, obviously, again, you're where you are now. Where do you want to see yourself going?
Well, like 'cause now that I've been selling, like I've built a new management team now, which are helping me for a good few months now, and they're keeping me in tune and everything. So
Yeah,
like I'd love to like, and Victor will be in the future for sure, I'd
yeah,
say.
yeah,
And that's why I need these fights just so I can get onto that show.
yeah,
And then it could be the possibility where I could move up a weight to go into the UFC, which is
yeah.
that's my mentality that I am ready for.
Yeah, because the
So just
UFC, they don't have an atom weight division, a female
No.
atom. I know they
no.
did have, but obviously they've done away with it. So
Yeah, it's just been all strawweight now. And like I've had fights at strawweight or catchweight. But if I can just get a few more at Atom, then there will
yeah,
be a time that, right, this is where we're going to be at for the UFC. I can be ready for anybody that's just a little bit taller than me for strawweight. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
think, yeah, it's going to be the strawweight division at UFC.
yeah, yeah. It's a good goal, man, and that's something that, as I've got no doubt in my mind, you're going to end up there 100%. So, and I hope when they do the interview, no, when they do the introduction of you walking to the cage, that fucking Daniel Cormier or Bisping or something is saying exactly what I'm saying is. People were terrified to fight Hayley Valentine back in the day. Do you know what I mean? They were
Yeah.
absolutely terrified. They were obviously they can't swear, right? But I hope they're
No.
saying it because as I said, it's been a horrible few years for you with as you said, just waiting and things coming up and then falling through. And so, as I said, it must be very, very frustrating.
And
So,
that's why like, I don't want to say like I'm waiting, but like I'm preparing. Like if I
yeah,
say I'm waiting, like I'm just sitting down and doing nothing, but I'm not. I'm
yeah,
just preparing each month as they come, basically.
yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a bit like that.
I always say anyway, I said MMA's loss at the moment is obviously grappling, Jiu Jitsu, and so on's gain. So obviously we'll have you for a little bit, and then well, we won't have you for a little bit because you'll always continue doing it. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, we've got you just now. So Miles just saying as well, he's saying he's always up to do some women's MMA profiles. So,
Oh,
um,
man.
as I say, we don't. He tends not to have. There's obviously there is, as you know, there's a lot of females out there doing the sport. There's not as many as we would hope there would be. But yeah, as I say, whenever anything comes up, Miles is usually all over it. So you go away and definitely do a profile, and they're absolutely brilliant to read. See when you read it, you're like, holy shit, man! Like, fuck, this is brilliant. So yeah, big shout out to the MMA Yoda. So, Mo, what's been the highlight of your? Because you've been in the game a long time. What's been the highlight for you?
I think medal at the trials in Croatia. That was quite good. I enjoyed that.
That was amazing, to be fair. Out there.
Yes, great event, great experience. Some awesome grappling going on. Watching some absolute beast matches, and actually
being there was quite
being there alone and actually getting on those mats, but then actually fighting through and getting to a silver medal was good.
Yeah.
The Polaris, being asked to go on Polaris as well, I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's Polaris. Who doesn't want to go on Polaris and come away with the win?
Yeah.
So stuff like that, and it's as long as I give my all in a match, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm not out to have this awesome career. I'm out to have awesome experiences.
You like to show, not say like you like to show what you can bring, like the game. It's nothing boring, but you always like playing a very, I don't know, like intriguing game, I'd say.
Yeah, intriguing, and I'm always looking for a finish. I don't want to just sit there and go, right, I've got my position. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always looking and always keep on going and attacking and trying to get something till I go. Was it the 300 quote? I'll either come home on my feet or I'm coming home on my shield.
Definitely. I noticed that you never said there. I said, what's been the highlight of your career? You never mentioned any matches with David Mooch Moore. Obviously, they've not been a highlight. You've completely forgot all about them. So
There's been too many.
There's actually been too many.
There's been way
there
too
has.
many.
There has.
The one on Northern Submission with Mooch was good fun.
I was going to say that one.
Yeah.
He sweated his ass off all over me. He was dying.
That one was a funny one because obviously me and Cal, we were obviously doing the commentary, but Cal was doing the timer.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously Cal's, as we know, do you know what I mean? He's had a few he's had a few smokes, right? So he was wrecked, man. Let's be honest. He was absolutely wrecked. He was baked. And so Cal's obviously doing the timer. And then I think you must have been like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 minutes in. And then Cal's kind of whispered to me, Stoom, I've not started the timer. Right? And you're like, what? So he's like, how long do you reckon it's gone? And I was like, I don't know, maybe a minute. Right? So then he's like, right, okay, 9 minutes left. Do you know what I mean? And as time was going on, I think somebody had said, how long's left? I'm like, oh, there's like 5 minutes left. We thought it was less than that. And yeah, so it went on and maybe an extra couple of minutes. But it was a great matchup back and forward. It was a key match.
I'd have carried on the whole time. I wouldn't have bothered. Mooch was suffering.
Yeah, he was definitely suffering, but and it was a gi match as well, so it was absolutely brilliant to see on a submission grappling competition or stage. So we definitely love a gi match. But yeah, that went on a little bit longer than 10 minutes. So I don't think we told Mooch about it, but he'll know now. He'll know now.
He'll be messaging me later crying.
Hayley, what about you? What's been your highlight so far? I mean, obviously, again, you've been in the game for a while as well. So, what's been your highlight, MMA or grappling?
Oh my gosh, I've just thing is like everything's been such an experience for me. Like I could never see myself back. I've been doing this for 9 years now. Like going back, I've done so much, and like looking at my wall of medals, I can see like they've all been a highlight in my life. And my God, I think like because winning like first time ever, always looking at the Naga, like taking home a Naga belt, which is a great
Yeah.
achievement for me.
Yeah.
Oh, my God,
Tell
you
him
can
who
be
you
five.
beat
No,
for the Naga belt.
what?
Tell him who you beat for.
No, okay. So Caroline, our our match was hilarious. I've never probably cried in a match of laughter so much. And she was probably whispering sweet nothings in my ear. And she pulled my hair to try and submit me with it. And she
Yeah.
got a penalty for it. And like the guy could see, we were just joking and we were laughing. But yeah, that was like a funny highlight of a match between me and Caroline. That was definitely unforgettable for that day as well.
Caroline's definitely one of the characters in this game and there's a few characters, but she's just there to have fun, man. She's
Yeah.
not there like Caroline. I see Caroline a lot, and that's the thing she always says. Like she's, do you know what I mean? Yeah, she wants to go out there and win, but she says, do you know what?
Yeah,
See if I don't go out there and win, I don't really care, man. As long as I have fun and I go out and
she's yeah.
everybody else has fun that's there watching it as well. So
Yeah.
she's definitely an entertainer.
It
Caroline
was
could
like
be a WWE fucking wrestler. Do you know what I mean? She's that entertaining. So
Yes.
it was like every time we're together, I swear to God, like I probably got abs by the end of the day because we all have a cracking day of making jokes, and we're terrible together, aren't we?
Yes. The nightmare.
But we get the results, so we're all competing. She gets the results, and yeah, it's the same for any competition. We have fun, but yeah,
yeah,
we'd like to try and win as well.
Grace as well. Grace is like a mini Caroline.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I remember at BMF because the BMF in Scotland at Paisley, and obviously Grace had went out. She did the MMA fight and she lost it. And I'm standing doing an interview with the other girl, and Grace has walked past and is like, "Right, Stoom, we'll get that winner's interview the next time." Right? I'm like, right, okay. Like, and mid interview, I'm like, right, okay, okay. So, but Grace as well, so funny, and Grace again's there just to have fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even at what that Grace like 14 or something, and she's exactly the same. Do you know what I mean? So
And
I thought
it's
she was older. I thought Grace was like 16 or something, but it turns out,
because she's tall.
yeah, it's
But
14-year-old.
both her and Layla have tall girls.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So,
but yeah, we're going to see a lot more from Grace and Caroline. Caroline, again, our age, more 46 year
yes.
old, and she's not going anywhere anytime soon. Do you know
No.
what I mean? So I remember doing a commentary, and I said, Caroline will fight anybody at any time. I said, see if they did. I remember saying this, and Caroline pissing herself laughing, saying, see if they did combat chess. No, you were sitting playing chess, and you got to punch the person every move or every couple of moves. Caroline would be the fucking first name on the sheet.
Oh yeah,
So
she'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be there going, yep, who's up?
So, but yeah, great character, great character. Tell us about Hardlife as well. Obviously, guys, sponsored by Hardlife. Hardlife's been awesome. I mean, Mo, you've been sponsored by Hardlife for a while, as you've been very, very good friends with Mooch for
Yeah.
years as well. So, Hardlife's one of these brands where, and I always say this, come from grassroots. They get a lot of grapplers or MMA fighters from an early stage, and then build them up, giving them like free gear and all that kind of stuff. So, how's it been
Supporting
for
them
you?
all day
Yes,
long.
yeah. But how's it been for you, Mo?
I first, like the first bits of kit that I saw from Mooch was the Warriors rash guard, like that
Yeah.
original Warriors one, and seeing him and Rob at events chatting, and we all three of us were always in the same division. So, and it wasn't that, oh, I'm gonna buy the kit and get the kit and support them because I wanted the sponsorship. It was, I like their kit
Yeah.
and always have. It's always like, I have the original Warriors rash guard that I can still wear today and looks brand new.
Yeah.
So I always say to people, it's like, it's not just great designs, the kit is top quality and lasts long. And it's just through years and years of just being around lots that Mooch went, look, we can support you out with kit and help you out as a sponsored athlete. So I've gone, okay. I still buy their kit when I need it. I tell all the guys, we've got half of the gym have got Hardlife kit because I've said to them this gut stuff's great, and they were going, yep, and
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And Hayley, you as well. I mean, obviously, Hardlife coming in, doing your custom gear and all that for anything that you do as well. So custom gear's absolutely brilliant. I remember they did the custom gear for me, which unfortunately got delivered the day after the fight, but that was fucking FedEx's fault. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
Yeah.
Mooch is on the phone to me on the Saturday. The fight was on the Sunday, and Mooch is like, "It's in fucking London. It's been held by security at FedEx. See if I get it. I'm going to send it from wherever it is. I think it was in Heathrow or some Gatwick or something. I'm going to get a taxi from there with the kit and get it delivered to you in Scotland. Do you know what I mean? So when I was like, nah, don't worry about it. I said it'll come, and then it came on the Monday,
Oh,
which was absolutely gutting. But it was awesome kit, Hayley. It was
yeah,
absolutely brilliant. And all I did was gave Rob. He said, "What do you like?" And I said, I like Vikings. Do you know what I mean? I've got like
Yeah.
Vikings tattoos. So I said, I like Vikings. What colour do you want? And I was like, yellow. Right? He was like, right, okay, boom. Then obviously sent the designs up, and they look fantastic. So custom designs here, they're absolutely
yeah,
brilliant.
they are, and it's like they get the detail right, and like the fitting was great for me. Like we went to do their Hardlife barbecue, didn't we?
yeah. A month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago, and it was cracking to see them all. And like
Yeah.
I got one of their rash guards, and it was one of the like the lionesses one, and yeah, like it's just so comfy, and it's not so, how can I put it? It's still good quality, and the design is just not cheesy. It's just how it is in jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
and it's very meaningful to what I do in the sport. It's not
Yeah.
cheesy, but yeah, the kit I did ages ago lasted really well. And yeah, I think I'll get some more eventually as well. It's just like I'm so indecisive with stuff. Like, don't even. It take me about. I'm still deciding on a bloody tattoo that I've wanted for ages, and I still can't get that right. So yeah, I'll get there eventually with more stuff.
Yeah. I like it because I said it was. I remember Rob messaging me and said, right, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know. And then Rob just then giving me questions. Well, what do you watch on TV? I watch Vikings. Right, okay. What colour do you like? Yellow. No, I said, give me something bright that I stand out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So don't give me a black or a blue or do you know what I mean, something like that. Give me a bright colour. And he's like, what
yeah,
about yellow? Because I think they'd done something yellow for someone. And it looked fucking fantastic. And then I remember when it came, man, I had the shorts and the top on. And I was like, "That's fantastic." And as you said, the fit's really good. Do you know what I mean? Male or female, the fit always seemed to
yeah,
be fit to size as well. So
Yeah,
some rash guards is like Venom. Venom's a pain in the ass because you buy a Venom one for you, whether you're a large, extra large, or whatever, and you put it on, you're looking at it, you're like, yeah, this is a small man. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It was the fitting on Venom's absolutely terrible. Do you know what I mean?
that's a
So
very random one.
yeah, shorts as well. I remember like the Venom shorts. Do you know what I mean? Was absolutely terrible. Raven Fightwear, which is based in Australia, their fitting was big. So when you
It
bought
was actually, yeah.
when you bought the size, and I remember the shorts coming, and I remember looking at shorts thinking, what the fuck, man? Do you know what I mean? It's like big mama shorts. Do you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, yeah, I can't wear them, man. I can't wear them at all. So, so there must be very big people in Australia. But yeah, that was the difference. Whereas obviously hard life, the fitting. I mean, you ask for a fitting and it comes absolutely fine. The fit's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
With Rob's designs, he's good at making it not just what you want, but
No.
actually eye catching to everyone.
yeah.
Um,
It was like your leopard print you wore, like you had that for Polaris.
yeah,
So
his leopard print shorts.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like those. They're good. they're definitely eye turners. Every time I've worn them at competitions, everyone's gone,
huh?
"Oh, yep, okay, yep."
Yeah. No, I remember them. They were awesome. They were absolutely
Yeah.
awesome. So,
They're nice and comfy as well.
yeah. I like the shorts. I like to see because I was excited. I was like, yes, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to wear this. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to stand out. And I mean, I remember going into the gym and doing some weights, and me walking in looked like fucking Banana Man. Do you know what I mean? Just with this full yellow. Do you know what I mean? The full yellow outfit on, obviously sponsored on the front, and a
Yeah.
Viking with Stoomboy on the back, and just walking into the gym and people, and obviously everybody else is there wearing their Nike fucking, do you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't
all
know,
the boring stuff.
Nike Pro shit on and whatever, black shorts, and here's me walking in like, yes, just walking in like, this is my fucking gym. So, and then working out, and then I also remember going into Jiu Jitsu on a couple of days after, and them all saying the same. They're saying that's absolutely amazing, man. But do you stand out, man? Like nobody's gonna forget that fucking outfit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, that was the point, man. That was the
Yeah,
whole
that's what you
point.
want with it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, there's no
Yeah.
point being mixed in with the crowd and not being seen. Like, stand out, be spotted, and everyone goes, I know who that is.
You got your Iron Man one made as well, didn't
Yeah.
you?
So Rob did an Iron Man one for me, so
Yeah.
nice and bright, nice and clear, colourful. I've got the Scottish flag on there.
Yeah.
I've got
What was the other one?
Brazil.
No, what's the other one?
And I've got, because I'm a Star Wars geek, it's got the Jedi logo on there as well.
That's hidden
fine.
somewhere. It's like that.
Yeah.
You're using the force in the match.
But that's all right, man. I mean, that's all right. I love the country ones he did as well, like the Scotland ones. I mean, I think he brought out the Scotland shorts first, right? And then obviously there was a lot of people were buying them, and then he introduced the rash guard. But I'm trying to think, what did he do? No, he did the rash guard first, then the shorts.
Then it was the shorts, yeah.
Yeah, the rash guard was for
Was it Scott?
for Craig, wasn't it?
Craig
Yeah, it's for
McIntosh
Mark.
going to Bellator, yeah. So
Yeah, the Bellator fight, wasn't it? Yeah.
so he'd got that, and then he was out. They got the pictures and that when he was out in the fucking the mountains. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
with the full gear on. Do you know what I mean? It was
Full
just
kit on,
proper.
yeah.
I think he had a kilt on and stuff like that as well. So, but it was so funny. But even that one and the England one's a nice one as well. So, not that I should be saying that.
No, you definitely shouldn't be saying that one.
Well, I can, not for me, but.
And then obviously other ones as well, the Welsh one and so on. So they definitely do cater for every single person. So
Yeah.
they've got the rash guards, the ranked ones as well. People,
Yeah,
anybody
they're
wants
nice.
to get the ranked one, I think
He's
they're
going for kids as
$24.99.
well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got the
Yeah,
kids ones. He's got the ranked ones.
Yeah.
All of his rash guards and shorts are great. Ranked ones are simple. Instead of it being over the top with your one color, like it looks good still, and it keeps it in line with the IBGF ruling for ranked stuff.
Yeah.
Which is the difficulty.
I don't think we're turning up in like leopard skin, leopard print shorts and banana fucking rash guards and stuff like that. So definitely not an IBJJF comp.
No, you can't wear that one for IBJJF. No, unfortunately not.
Yeah. So yeah, get the rash guards, the ranked rash guards. As they're only $24.99, so he's got them on discount at the moment. So yeah, make sure you're hitting up Hardlife Fightwear. Anybody you guys want to shout out to then? I mean, you guys have got fucking some amazing training pack. Jordan. Let's talk about Jordan first of all.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan
that
hitting the UFC as they did. Yeah, it didn't go for him, but I mean, he put on a performance. Do you know what I mean? Put on a performance.
8 days notice and dropped the brawler of the division.
Yeah.
So that's how you want to put your name in there when you enter the UFC of going, okay, you're going to give me 8 days and a monster. Okay. He's going to have it.
Yeah.
And it was so close.
It was so close, but like, you know that he's meant for it, dropping the guy and being such a close fight like that. This is it now. This is now him in the door. And he's literally going to get that UFC like belt so in the future.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah,
people will see a few fights in and then they'll start dodging him for sure.
See the thing with Jordan as well, like Jordan's got that it factor, right? Now, we talked about the it factor. I mean, you look at people that have got like the it factor. Obviously, Conor McGregor's got it in abundance, right? You're looking at people like Paddy Pimblett. Do you know what I mean? So, you're looking at Molly McCann. We're talking about UK fighters. Do you know what I mean? So, Michael Bisping had it. Aspinall's got it to a point, or a little bit. So, but he doesn't have all the fans on board yet. But Jordan's got that it factor, and as he's got it, not just to do what he does in the cage, but outside the cage as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the persona and the way that he holds himself in interviews and constantly working. Like the second Paul Hughes fight, like as he walks out, and they had all the Irish fans up, and instead of being like a lot of people would have been and not engaging with them, he was waving at them. He was actually enticed, which is what you want. If for promoters seeing that, going, okay, so he's going to entertain, he's going to be there and draw people in, because it's, again, he will fight tooth and nail to the final second. Like, there's no, oh, I'm losing this on points, I'm just going to sit there and take it. It's no, if you want to win, you're going to have to earn it.
Yeah.
Every step. And if you give me a chance, you're in trouble.
Yeah. And he's very handsome as well, man. Let's not lie. He's a very handsome guy. It makes me very, very jealous. Do you know what I mean? So, so he's going to make a lot of money. He's going to do a lot, very, very well.
He's going to do very well.
In and outside the cage. So, but yeah, anybody you guys want to shout out to them, friends, family members, teammates, sponsors, anything like that.
Man, I just shout out to all our team, especially like sponsors. People know, like when we're on these podcasts, it's for all of them. Like I know a lot of people mention names and everything, but like people say, like, "Oh, you forgot me. You forgot to mention that." It's like it's just obviously in this moment where we're on record, you forget to mention people.
Don't forget. We don't forget.
It's fitting it in.
It's fitting it in. Like if we could mention all the training partners in the gym, but we're all
and sponsors.
Like we're all a team. We all help each other. Like we did the open mat earlier, so I had 15 killer rounds in gi and no gi with absolute killers from every level that we have in the gym. But everyone turns up and everyone goes, let's go, and help each other as we get ready for competitions, for fights. The guys are going, okay, what do you need to work on? Okay, let's go.
So, like, just said, like, look, big shout out to like always our team.
Big shout out to the
whole BST team. Like, they're amazing coaches, team, everybody, and to all our sponsors, which we like when we share this, they know who they are. And especially like to my family as well for supporting me and how cranky I get as well in days. So
you don't get cranky, Hayley. Mo, she doesn't get cranky. Surely not.
I'm staying silent. I'm pleading the fifth at that point.
What did I say earlier that I was going to do before this? I was going to slap him one.
Pleading the fifth.
Yeah. Listen, it's a tough game though. I mean, MMA, especially when you're cutting weight and stuff like that, it's fucking horrible. Do you know what I mean? I said I did it last year, and it was horrible. And see, the thing is, Hayley, I don't know about you, right? But see, after the fight, and I spoke about this, we talked about the mental health aspect, and after the fight, there was this very big adrenaline dump. It was almost like a depression, and it kicked in, and do you know what I mean? And it stayed with me for a few months, and it was like, because it was like I'd put so much into cutting weight. Do you know what I mean? I think I dropped, 30 kilos or something in the space of like 4 months. Obviously, I was doing training. I'd never done MMA before, but obviously, I had the grappling background, so I had to learn all that. There was a whole load of other things personally that went on. And by the time I got to the fight, it was like, and I was buzzing, man. I came out and I was like fucking so confident, absolutely zero nerves whatsoever. And then I got into the cage, and my opponent just had this game plan where he stayed away from me as far away as possible, to the point where he was able to throw like jabs and crosses, throw some kicks and stuff like that. But he was well out with grappling range, right? So I was walking him down, and I remember at one point I had my hands down, like, fucking come at me, and he was like, just kept jabs and crosses, right? And he just he had the perfect game plan, and then after it was, do you know what I mean? I was all right for maybe a day or so, and then just this, I don't know, this the fucking like black cloud came over me, and it was horrible feeling. Do you know what I mean? It's an absolutely horrible feeling.
Yeah, I think it was one fight, and it really meant a lot to me. It was like my first fight, and it was in Northampton, so that's my hometown.
Yeah.
And it was against a really game Swedish girl.
Oh yeah.
And like I won the fight on the decision, and that was and that was around Christmas time as well. So like everything was hyped up, and that meant a lot, and that calmed down. Wasn't hard, but it gradually came down.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. It's that mentality thing. But the one thing that made me perk up, like, it was bleeding Christmas. So luckily that kept me up for a good while as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just need, like, look, you've had your wins or your losers. You need to put yourself back to that. Okay, this is now back on track now.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
easy.
And that's what you want your team there to do. Like they keep, and that's the bit we have with the BST team and Peter and everybody up at AMAG and Carlson Gracie team is they keep you grounded. Like,
yeah,
so my original instructor, Ewan Campbell, old JKD, the old school days, Valet Tudo. Like you go, I don't care how you've done in your fight, you give it your all. It's just, but the first session back, we're gonna beast you. Like, I don't care if you could have walked the fight and been an absolute breeze, but we're going to keep your ego in check and make you go, okay, that's just part of the team, the process for you and your club. And the days, like the first week after the fight, like the guys come in and everyone's congratulating them, chatting to them about it, but keeping them grounded with it, not blowing smoke at the ass and going, yeah. It's, oh, that was great. It's a good fight. How did you feel?
yeah.
How you feel? Like, how are you feeling afterwards? Any niggles? And keeps everyone around us all grounded and enjoying it and going, that's not the final step. There's more to come. Like, on to the next challenge, on to the next fight or competition or what's next in your journey.
And I'd say that with Ray, Danny, and Lee, they keep me in check. Like they still keep me in check, but they always are, not say at me, but always like things like what you thinking or what they're making me work for. Like they're always keeping me like checking on me. So like they're always doing stuff for me. So yeah, they play a lot of part in my training, like in the fights especially. It's like making sure that I'm switched on. They know when I'm not switched on. So yeah, they keep me alert for sure.
Yeah, nobody warned me about the depression or the nobody warned me about that. That was like very, very new to me. And I've been around like MMA fighters before camps, during camps, after camps, and as I said, nobody told me about that. So when it did happen, I was like, shit, man. Do you know what I mean? And it was a horrible time, man. It's a horrible time to be there. So
I think, like what Paddy said in one of his fights, it's like not enough fighters talk about it afterwards. I think a lot possibly go through it or have some experience of something of that. The come down after a fight of, okay, what's now, what's next. And I think it's help from the family and team around you that help you get over that and go, right, there is something now to progress for. There is a next step to work towards instead of going, okay, that's it.
Yeah, there's no ending. Like you obviously but then you need that people that will talk to you after during that time, like you say. So this is when you know that they're thinking of you. They can give you criticism or give you compliments, but they need to keep you in check that you are there, that you're still not going through that dump, which is unfortunate to experience. But like this is why it's learning from it. You always learn from it.
Yeah. No, listen, I appreciate that. So guys, there we go then. Mo Coles, Hayley the Body Valentine, minus the black eyes. Minus the black
eyes today, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've done a couple of interviews with you, Hayley, and you've had black eyes in every interview. So this is a rarity, a very, very
This is a
rare.
first.
This is a first. First, because I think even when I met you at Grapple Fest, you had a black eye at Grapple Fest as well.
I did, yeah.
So what Hayley does as well, every time she gets a black eye, she sends me a message of the black eye just to let me know she's training hard. She's training hard. So but I do appreciate the black eye pictures. So yeah, guys, check out Mo and Hayley. Obviously, they're on socials. They're on Instagram. They're also on Facebook as well. So they're all over social medias. Have a look, check them out. As both of them are very, very active on the scene. As I said, Hayley MMA, but when there's no MMA fights, you will see her out there grappling at highest level. Mo, more mature grappler like myself, still out there kicking it, and Mo going there against people his own age, half his age. As I say, if it's exciting and it makes sense, then fuck it.
Definitely.
I don't think I've ever heard of you turn a fight down, Mo. I don't think I've ever heard that happen.
Don't think I've never said no.
Yeah. So, but listen, looking forward to seeing you guys again at some point in the very near future. I'm hoping to get
Indeed.
down to, I think Evolve are doing the open mat for the. It's a big
The new
Hardlife
gym.
thing, yeah. So if I don't see you there, listen, I'll definitely see you
We'll
at some
think about
point.
it. I'll try and
Well,
get
that's
there.
that one's on the. I've spoke to Josh and Ben already about that. That's the same day as the Interclub at BST.
Yeah.
So we're like,
17th, yeah, 17th.
yeah,
So, but listen, you guys pop up to Scotland all the time quite regularly. So I
as
do see
often as we can. Yeah,
yeah. So I do see the pictures and so on that Caroline goes up, and I see the Hayley pissing herself laughing in almost every picture. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
so yeah, next time you're in Scotland, I might even take a pop up to Aberdeen, and
definitely.
then come up and see you guys. But listen, I appreciate the
Sure.
time. Thank you very much for the time today. Yeah. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
Pleasure. See you later.
See ya.